live though, so I'm letting you guys know because I have to go on YouTube to go get it. All right.
Right. Damn. We can
This
start
frog is
in like
cheating,
2 minutes.
bro.
And if you
Oh,
check the Casual Crew podcast channel on Discord, it is right there, posted for the good homies. Okay, hold on. That's my. I should put this over here.
It's posted in Dang, where is
And
it?
what?
If you check the Casual Crew podcast link or not link, I mean channel in Discord, like where I tagged you guys, it's right below there. So if you go to your
Yeah,
phone,
nerd.
go to the top where it's the Dojo Hub, Casual Crew Podcast Live. You will see where we're at.
And you know that's how you get it.
Got you. Thank you.
Yep. And with that being said, this is the Casual Crew Podcast. I am HBK Vakora, your host, and I got my crew with me here today. I'm gonna go ahead and list them off right now. Starting off with Mukamura Sama, aka the Tusha Pak, aka he has so many AKAs, so I
The one with many names.
You got my boy Just Josh, the Carolina King. You already know who it is in the motherfucking building.
North Carolina.
Where the horns?
I got you.
The horns was a little late that time. We got my boy Guru the God.
was good.
We also got your boy Mac Freezy in the motherfucking building.
What's good, y'all?
As well as I didn't actually see you until right now, so I'm glad that you're here. But we got Shy Pooper, and we got, you know what? She be changing her name, and I be calling her by her real name. So I'm gonna just say another special guest as well. But I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, my name is Shania Cooper. I'm from Florida.
Shania in the motherfucking building.
Thanks for having me.
What's good, everybody? What have y'all been up to?
Shit,
I just got that Black Man Wukong game, so
Ooh.
I knew it.
I've
I
been in
knew it,
that.
bro.
I've been in
You know I
that,
want to hear about it. You know I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
bro. Shit, bro. I'm getting my ass beat in this game, but it is low key fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Once you figure out the rhythm and get the patterns down, you're gonna be golden. And you can build your character any way you want. Reallocate your skills if you want to. This game go crazy.
Yeah, I'm hearing that might be game of the year, to be honest.
I wouldn't doubt it. This or Phantom Blade, if you guys been checking that out.
I seen Phantom Blade too, for sure. I'm gonna pick up Wukong when I get paid next week. I just been procrastinating, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my homie Mike been talking about it, and I'll tell you right now, he was like, "Man, this game is crazy," you know, blah blah blah. He's going off about that game. I know he's been playing it a lot, so I know it's fire. You know what I'm saying? But
I've been
who else?
thinking like,
What do
oh,
y'all?
go ahead.
No. If you got more to say, go ahead. I didn't know
I was gonna
weren't
say
done.
like, you just gonna come up in this game thinking it's gonna be easy, and like some fights, yeah, they gonna be easy, but others ain't so easy. So don't get a big head.
Do you know about the controversy surrounding the game? A lot of people are saying that it's like anti women or something. That's like what I heard. I seen Keith. He made a video about it. I didn't really understand it. So anybody know anything about that? About the Wukong game?
I haven't heard anything, but it's pure greatness, and that anybody that likes Dragon Ball Z should play that game.
Yeah,
That's the only
I
better.
didn't hear anything else. I didn't hear anything about it either. I mean, I've been watching a playthrough of it though. I don't see how they came to that conclusion,
Yeah, me
but I guess
neither.
I can watch the video to try to educate myself. But that might be a stretch.
Yeah,
Like, there's definitely women in the game.
I don't think it was mainly the story. From the sources I heard it from, not necessarily reliable. It was like something like in the beginning of the game, like maybe it was like something the dev said about women. I don't know. But I can tell that that was a loud
Not the game
minority.
itself. Just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, the game is fire, hands down.
Game is
Sure.
and buy. Y'all should cop it.
Uh, yeah, I'm going to. What has everybody else been up to this week, though?
Shit, I just bought Gundam Breaker 4.
That going.
Nice.
I didn't get to play it yet.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
I thought it came out. Okay, so I thought it came out yesterday. I went up to GameStop. They like, yeah, we got it, but we can't give it to you. I'm like, oh.
That's fucking dirty.
That's wild.
Shit, bro.
Well, I bought a game too. I bought 3 games actually. I didn't buy nothing new because I'm looking at these old catalogs, trying to come back on some of these old games I've been playing. But
Damn, big
took
spending.
your advice, Guru. Definitely took your advice, Guru, and I picked up For Honor. So that's one of the games I went
For
back.
Honor? You
Yeah,
play it
I
yet?
finally got it. Not yet, but I do have it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. What system you got
I
it
went
on, bro?
back. I got it on PS5.
Okay, I'm about to
So
re-download it on PS5, or I'm gonna just it's cross-platform, so I can play it on my Xbox too.
easy. Yeah, just let me know. I'm down to get back on that game because I was definitely something I had a lot of fun playing before. But
See,
I
bro,
also
it's
switched to
crazy.
Final Fantasy. No,
Uh,
you said, what were you gonna say? Because the other ones aren't important. I'll be
I
real.
said
They're kind
guaranteed.
of
It's crazy, bro. They added a new character. It's a lot of new characters. It's crazy on the battlefield. So prepare yourself.
yeah. I'm gonna have to see what it's looking like because I know I left off a while back, like around COVID time. I haven't played since then
But yeah, so you missed a lot.
for sure. But
You got a
yeah, so
lot
that
of.
was
Go ahead. Go ahead.
games I've you know what I'm saying? That was kind of the games I got. I'll just keep it a buck. I
Okay,
got
so
Final Fantasy and I got some other Steam game that's trash that I'm not even gonna mention.
damn. Yeah, I haven't
I
really
was
been on
mad.
my gaming tip. I don't think the last game I got, I was the last game I got that was new was the League of Legends game. But Mac was talking about playing the Among Us type game. What is it called again?
It's called Lockdown
Lock.
Protocol. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty fun. I might have to cop that if we can get everybody in, like a lot of people in the server to play. I'm with that.
Wait, what's it called? Lockdown Protocol. Lockdown Protocol. What system is it for?
It's on Steam,
You say
right?
what?
I
I ain't
think
even got a damn
Yeah.
laptop.
Say
what?
he said, "What system is it for?"
Oh, I think
Easy
it's
cats.
piece. It's on Steam for sure, and that's what we're gonna be playing it on. But I'm not sure if it's crossplay or not. Let me check.
Yeah, so that's really kind of what I've been on when it comes to gaming. Every now and then I'll pick up some fighting games, but yeah, I watched that the playthrough of Wukong. Shit looks fire. Um, the fighting is dope. The animation is dope too, like the animation cutscenes. But in the beginning, maybe it was a specific person I was watching, because I don't know if you can just go wherever you want on that game. But it just seemed like it was just constantly like fighting. You go NPC, then you go to the boss. Like I don't know if it was a cinematic type of watch, but maybe I didn't, watch the right person.
It's a bunch of mini bosses and bosses in the game itself. There's like secret pathways, secret areas you can go to, so it depends. It's a lot to explore in the game, but it's not too much to explore.
It's possible to, from what I hear, because I've been watching playthroughs too. It's possible to beat the game, but you only went through like 60% of it.
My bad.
Okay, so you can cut out a lot of the main stuff.
Yeah. So, and then another thing I seen a lot of people talking about when this game came out. What? Who wins? Sun Wukong or Kratos?
Oh shit!
Shit, that
I don't know. I'm gonna say Kratos still, because Kratos done beat a lot of people, and I heard he got a new game coming out. So it's like we've yet to see his best work, and he's already done quite a lot.
You know the depth.
oh,
of
gang, he already
That was my
he already
fault.
destroyed one pantheon. Well, two.
And now he's on the way to another one.
That would be dope if we got a
Oh,
crossover.
shit, he be going crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, if there's a crossover,
Kratos
that'd be
versus
insane.
I'm gonna say any nigga that can kill Zeus and Odin is gonna be the winner.
Yeah, they were. But I heard that what's his name? They've been hyping up Wukong like he just unbeatable. Like talking about he can beat every single version of Goku. He could, you know what I'm saying? He got like 7 layers of immortality. Like, so I'm like, I don't know. They be hyping him up.
I believe it. You tell me some shit like that.
I mean,
Goku's not the best. Goku hasn't been the best for a while. Only the people that only watch Dragon Ball Z think Goku's the best.
Yeah.
these do be the facts.
We all know Sailor Moon would whoop that ass.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon.
See,
Damn.
a lot of people been
Now Sailor
exposing
Moon
some.
putting balls on Goku.
They've been exposing Sailor Moon, talking about a lot of the feats that people be gassing her up aren't even real. But you know, you got to watch the series for yourself to kind of figure that out. And I can hardly get through like maybe episode 3 or 4.
I'm not one for feats.
I feel like
anyway.
I'm gonna find it hard to watch, bro. It's not my thing.
I still fuck with Tuxedo Mask. It's my nigga.
You know it.
Hey, Tuxedo
Tuxedo Mask was the reason to watch the show.
I don't know. It's all about the moonlight night.
Moonlight Night.
yeah.
Isn't that
that was a nigga in all white.
It wasn't him, or was that was a different person? I thought that was like his upgrade or something like that.
Honestly, I don't remember.
I like the green one, the green Sailor Moon chick. She was like my favorite. I fucked with she had like lightning powers or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that chick was cool.
Yeah.
I like the fire one.
She was
Yeah, Sailor Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that I thought was the coolest.
Yeah, I liked her too. She reminded me of Kikyo, and then she also reminded me of like my favorite anime girl, I guess, isn't an anime girl. She comes from a video game. Her name's Mai Shikanori.
From
She's from
fighting
King
game.
of Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Tatas is crazy.
No doubt. That's when we get into this game design feature called Jiggle Physics.
What game had the best jiggle physics?
Probably
Dead or
Dead or
Alive.
Alive.
That was
It's either-
DOA.
I'm glad he said Dead or Alive. Shout out to Dead or Alive because
Bro, without a doubt.
It was DOA all day. You can't cap on that, bro.
DOA had
Them niggas even made volleyball games, bro. Like, come on.
We.
Second
Yeah,
place.
that was the
Soul
whole
Calibur.
game. It was a fighting game second. That was what
Soul
they were
Calibur
really
up
trying
there.
to do.
Yeah, Soul Calibur is
Okay.
definitely up there.
Hockey had them things on her.
Bruh.
For real. In Soul Calibur 4, it became real.
And
relevant.
Ivy,
Like,
we ain't even gonna talk about Ivy.
Ivy was the main
Bruh.
one causing problems.
With the sword?
Oh, shit,
See.
bro. What's another one? Mm,
Oh wait, well, another one that has that type of mechanics,
what about
those type
Street
of
Fighter?
features. Yeah, I'm gonna say because Street Fighter, you know, Chun Li and what's her name, Jury, Cammy,
Yeah.
all three of them.
But Street Fighter was kind of stiff for a minute, man. Even when 5 came out, it was. I mean, they had Armika, but they had to censor her because it was a little too thick back then.
Yeah, Armika was going crazy.
Oh,
You know what's crazy to me about Street Fighter characters though? Their hands and feet are fucking huge.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, ridiculous.
watermelon.
But yeah, with that being said, who's next for what they did for the week, or is that everybody? No, I know somebody didn't go yet.
Everybody.
What I did this week was work. It's off
Work, work,
topic,
work,
but
work, work.
I never work.
Oh yeah, you've been working the doubles and the
Not
triples.
doubles, just regular shifts.
Oh, you're not really trying to get that
Bread, though.
bread.
Nah,
Oh
she's
yeah,
still getting to the
nah.
bread.
I'm not doing doubles. I'm sorry.
You're not
Hey, your
getting to
Look,
piece
the
is
bag.
way
She
more
getting
important.
the allowance.
okay. I ain't hear what you saying.
Fatty.
that
Yeah, I don't know how
Fetty.
people
That
can
Fetty.
work 2 to 3 jobs. I can't do it.
You got to manage your time.
I
That's
feel
really
it.
all it is.
I did 2
Correct.
jobs one time before. Never again. Never again, bro. I'd rather
Yeah,
just
it
have
is a
one
lot of
job that
work.
pays a lot.
Yeah, your
That's the
piece is way
idea.
more important than what they pay you.
Facts.
Facts.
Thanks.
Preach.
Thanks for sure.
And you gotta read in between the line. Don't let the motherfuckers manipulate you. Talking
Mm-hmm.
about you
Or
gotta
lie
come in.
on your
Nah, I ain't
name.
got to.
Or lie on your name and get you jammed up,
Bruh.
man.
Bruh. You gotta watch out for them coworkers. Them coworkers can fuck you over easily. They come on
Yeah,
smooth like
yeah.
they wanna be your friends and poison the Kool-Aid. Smooth as
Coworkers are
fuck.
designed to set you up to fail, bro. They will set you
Bro.
up to fail every time.
I remember this
That's
one
why you gotta
time I
find the
was
ones you
a
can rely
security,
on.
and one of the executives at my post, she lied and told my manager I was asleep on the post and got me fired. Even after they saw the cameras and saw that I wasn't asleep, they still didn't let me get that job back.
Oh, I would have sued. I would have sued for wrongful termination.
Man, if I had money, I would have sued for wrongful termination. When my
Nah, some lawyers will just take a piece of whatever you win. Like they'll take let's say 20%, which is a lot, but I mean you don't pay them unless you win.
I didn't know that.
Pro
Don't do that.
bono.
Yeah, bro.
Should have maybe went for it. Maybe should have went for it because I know I had a case. My boss was racist, and she fired me because she said I was stealing. Not only did I not steal, they owed me money technically, like in
Damn.
what happened in the scenario. So I'm just like, so not only are you accusing me of stealing, I overpaid for what you're saying that I stole. And then you suspended me, and then you never brought me back. And the reason why was because you were trying to get rid of all the black people from your store, and you had already fired 2 black people before me. And the second one literally told me, "Hey, she's gonna try to fire you because she's racist. She's been watching you for like the last 2 weeks, and I know it." And so I'm just like, there's no denying it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
had outside parties telling me I seen what it was and like it felt shady. I even called her out on it, and she was like, I had said something about her being racist, and this what I be talking about. Coworkers get you in trouble. One of the other coworkers was like, Nah, I don't believe that, and she was like, But what you're saying does sound compelling. So she was like, if she is racist, I'm gonna call her out on that because I find that disrespectful and I don't want to work for her if she is. So she went back there and was like, hey, yo, are you racist? And she was like, what? Where is this coming from? And so now they had the whole story without me, and this is two white people talking. You know what I'm saying? So these two white people are having this racist conversation about how I called her racist. And then so now the manager comes back to me and was like, yo, I think we should talk about this because if that's how you feel, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, well, you might want to ease up because that's how I feel. And then guess what? A week and a half later, she was like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to suspend you. I was like, what for? This is what tells you the level that she was watching me at. She came in early at 5 o'clock in the morning. First time she's ever done that the entire time I've known her. She comes in early at 5 o'clock in the morning because I worked night shifts at a gas station. And she was like, hey, I had to come in early because we're gonna have to let you go home early today. And I was like, oh yeah, why is that? And she was like, well, one of our staff members was watching the cameras last night, and it seems like you bought a soda without paying it for it. And I was like, what are you talking about? I paid for it. And it was like, yeah, it's $2.04, and you only put in $2. And I was like, oh, word? So you seen that I didn't put in that I didn't put in 4 cents, but you didn't see that I also bought a bag of chips for $1.83 and put in $2 and didn't take the change out. So I'm like, not only did I overpay, you know what I'm saying? You guys are trying to suspend me and say that I'm stealing because of 4 cents.
Penny
And I was
pincher.
just like, if you're watching the camera that hard, and you must really want to get rid of me. I was like, damn, I guess you are racist. And I was like, that's cool. I'll just go ahead and clock out and be about my way. So I walked out of there. I never went back in that store again. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they called me one time, probably to call me up there to be like, yo, blah, blah, we're just going to let you go. But I was like, fuck that. I already had a new job by then and everything. So I was just like, yo, this racist bitch tried to fire me over like the littlest fucking thing. And I was just like, you were wrong about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, y'all owe me money. So what the fuck are you talking about? I'm stealing.
Crazy
Right.
work. The mental gymnastics is wild.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I know I had a case, but I didn't have money, and so I was like, man, I ain't gonna have nobody to pay.
I feel you.
Yes, sir. Man, fuck these
Second
racist ass
chances is where you
motherfuckers.
chop it up to the game.
I never really. I mean, I had some racist shit happen to me, but I don't think enough to sue. I don't even. Yeah, nothing. Leaving my. If anything, bro, I be leaving my jobs. I don't say shit. I be like, no 2 weeks, no nothing. Fuck them niggas, bro.
Hey, you know what the argument for that is, right? They wouldn't give you a 2-week notice.
Facts.
You don't get no type of 2 weeks. I can go cap. I did that one time at my gas station job. I did.
Hi, yes, Jerry. Yeah, the contractors they left with
Oh yeah, don't worry
the
about that. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
it's all good. But anyway, what's current events for today? What have y'all been on? What have we been seeing going on in the world this week? Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't want to say any of the shit that I've been peeping because I was literally just watching the Joe Budden podcast like for the last 2 days. So I don't want to steal any of their shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah,
let's go
fuck
with
that. I
some
mean, nah. Talk about it. Like, we can talk
No, I
about
mean
what
they
the fuck we
have some
want.
good shit, some shit worth mentioning, but I'm just like, nah, I'd rather talk about what we like to talk about. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. But if it's something important, I mean, I would want to know. Like, I'm kind of right now. I feel like where I'm at, I'm like a little bit misinformed on what's going on. Really, maybe like on some. I'm kind of looking at some AI shit. I know that Elon Musk did something with the Neuralink, so that's the only thing I've been really paying attention. So
Oh man, yeah, Elon Musk is doing some wild stuff, bro. He's talking about like making superheroes and stuff like that. I've been watching some little documentary things about him. He's literally trying to be like one of the greatest engineer slash scientist of the world. You know what I'm saying? He's like our Tony Stark, and people have made that analogy before, but like I'm starting to see it more and more like as time goes by because not only is he doing all this stuff with the moon and all that stuff, he's doing all this stuff with the Neuralink thing. He's making strides in other places as well. Like he just created like one of the world's fastest jets or something like that as well, and it like breaks the sound barrier when it flies through the air. And I'm like, what the heck is that? We're talking about light speed travel now?
that's why.
And now all that is without the superheroes that he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
A lot of people are talking about the AI Neuralink type shit. He's gonna start. They're called Optimus limbs or some shit like that. You can get like an Optimus arm, and they'll implant the Neuralink in you, and you'll be able to like write. I think those type of things are good. Like there's people who are disabled and don't have arms or legs. That's gonna help them out for sure. That I think
that's what it's for.
that is cool, but there's some other shit because it's just like, okay, what happens? Like we're making real life cyborgs, and what happens if that's mishandled? What happens if it gets hacked? Like there needs to be, checks and balances when it comes to introducing these things to the general populace. So it's just kind of it's if we're in a strange place in the timeline, which is crazy. Yeah.
The main thing I want to know about that is this. How does the human body react to a virus that technology might have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if there's
Will
any
they
type
like
of like
glitch out, like twitch and shit? Like,
I
will
mean,
it be
it,
I
like
don't know the
erratic
science.
movement?
That's what I worry about.
I do feel like all that shit is like inevitable. Like eventually we will become one with technology. Like all the cyberpunk shit you see, I feel like that's just the future eventually.
I'm not taking that shit. I'm not becoming a side unless I have to. Like if I lose
Right.
my legs, then yes, I will do it. If I lose my arm, yes, but if I don't have to become a cyborg, I ain't doing it. I'll live
I
off this
agree,
shit.
and I'm the same way. But I mean, like, I don't think it'll necessarily happen in our lifetime.
Okay.
But I do think like in the far future, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, y'all ready to race? Sandevistan!" Like, and just run super fast.
Yo, hell no.
We got Big Lex in the building. Thank you for coming by.
What up?
What's poppin'?
Yes, sir.
What have you been up to this week?
I'm at work, y'all, as usual. You know me, always getting to the bag.
Yeah, always get into the bag. That's what I like to hear. You
Yeah,
got
you
Naya
know.
over here getting to the allowance.
I know
That's
you
crazy.
fucking lying. Not too much of my
God,
girl. Not too much of my girl. You know how I rock. So like
this job annoying
Hey.
me. It's giving me a
Naya
headache.
stay at
Nah.
work. Naya stay at work more than me.
Facts.
Oh,
They pissing me
word?
off today.
Oh, just because you off today, they trying to play like you don't be on that clock.
Oh no, I'm at work. These
Oh,
people
see, she
piss
ain't
me
even off.
off.
Hello, like what do you mean?
Man, they at work and they still found the time to pull up. That's what I'm
We
talking
I've
we
about.
been
The
here all
appreciate
day.
we appreciate it.
dedication. With work being the topic, I'm gonna jump into one of my boys, which is what do we need to work on as people? What is something that you need to work on personally?
Shit, I'll go
I
ahead
guess
and go first. Or wait, was that a question for Naya, or is that a question for just everybody?
That's a question for everyone.
I'll go first.
That's
For
one of our
me,
questions of the day.
100% need to work on not being so reactionary. 100% need to be at peace and stop caring so much. Cause I'm honest, like the when I get heated, when I get emotional about things, I'm starting to actually, being 31, I'm actually starting to feel the shit in my body. I can hoot and holler all fucking night, yap it up, blah 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 blah, get in the heat. But now I'm like, yo, I'm actually starting to feel it, and I don't like that. So now that's the one thing I'm like practicing every day. Don't react to certain things. Just kind of just chill out.
I feel like one of the things I need to work on about myself, um, I feel like my mood swings. I feel like I be happy 1 minute, sad 1 minute, depressed 1 minute, and just be all over the place, cycling, recycling. So that's one thing I need to work on. Attitude and my mood swings. That's how I feel.
That's real. That's real. I'm gonna go next then and just be. Mine is time management because I am terrible at it. I can get better at managing my time. I feel like I could do a lot more. So, something I need to work on. But
Shit.
to
Next.
double up, that was real quick. Just to double up, because the question was actually, what do we as people need to work on? So, double up and say that we all as a people should start being so sensitive, work on how sensitive we are to things, because you know what I'm saying, it hurts a lot of demographics. The one that I care about a lot and the one I want to highlight just for a minute is like comedians, and comedy is really funny if you let comedians talk about whatever they want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's so sensitive about what they got going on that sometimes they can't get that combo up. They can't get those jokes on. But anyway, so that's one thing we should work on as people is how sensitive we are.
Yeah, I agree. I think that
Another is common sense.
I was watching this video. This guy was kind of going in on Joe Rogan and some other comedians, and it's like when people try to cancel people, they don't even really get canceled. Like, it's just canceling now. Like, I feel like some people did get canceled for sure. Like, they just got kicked out of Hollywood, whatever, didn't have a career. But most people after that, like, they just had to apologize and just feel bad about it, and then they continue to kind of like still have jobs and whatnot. So it's just like, what's the point? Just let people tell the jokes, let people do whatever they're going to do, and if you don't subscribe to it, just don't watch it.
Right. Vote with your dollar. Don't pay that shit no mind.
Exactly.
Big facts.
I feel like people get sensitive because, like, well, when it comes with those jokes, it could hit home. Like, you speaking on something that's accurate. Like, it's kind of very hard to just, like, laugh at a joke that's being made on you when you know you got, like, troubles in that area. Like, say, like, somebody joking about someone's weight or like a default about them. Like, it's kind of hard for some people to come to terms with it. Like, I don't know, like, what are some ways to overcome that though?
That's like a self. Oh, go ahead.
The first thing you do is stay at home, because that would help a lot of the comedians to get those jokes off a little bit better. But if I'm gonna be
What though?
if I'm gonna be serious,
and not saying me, I'm just saying in general.
What you have to understand is that you're not necessarily in the spotlight. So although that joke might be at your expense, that's just one or two jokes within the show. You gotta have to learn to have tough skin, and that comes with time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like an overnight thing. You gotta learn to have tough skin, because it's like, yeah, people might be laughing at a fat joke, or someone blah blah blah, getting cheated on, whatever the case may be. But it's like we're only gonna be laughing at that joke for like 3 minutes, or two, probably not even that long, 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Because the comedians got so many jokes that they're trying to get off. They're not gonna stay and harp on that one. Oh, this person, they're so fat and blah blah blah. Like that's not gonna be their whole set. And most of these people are only on the stage for 10-15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that one joke might have hurt your feelings. What about the next joke that's gonna hurt someone else's feeling, and the next joke that's gonna hurt? Like, if we can all accept that we came here to laugh and get our feelings hurt together, then we should all be able to enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like,
I got a
Um,
question.
okay, well,
Say like you guys are at a comedy show and you with your lady and they start making jokes about you. You're not gonna feel embarrassed? Like the whole crowd's laughing. Like
It's a
he's
comedy show.
staying
That's what
on
they're
you.
there
He
for.
stays on you for about a good 5 minutes. Two
you
to
know what
3 to
happens
5
to
minutes.
those people? They leave because they feel like they're being heckled, and you see them walk out of comedy shows all the time. But I'm like, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, I honestly feel like that's the best choice. If you're tired of being made fun of, and if they do stick on you for 4 to 5 minutes, because that does happen every once in a blue moon, you know what I'm saying?
No, but that's not
You
my
you
question
probably
though.
hold
My
on. Well,
you
question
gotta
is, do
can
you
leave.
I
guys feel
answer, please?
embarrassed? Huh?
Can I answer?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead. If
go
you was a
ahead.
girl, would you feel embarrassed
So,
or what?
so, if I felt embarrassed, I'm honestly going to accept it and then laugh with them because there's two things that I'd really try to practice. So anything I honestly don't like about myself, I try to change. If I'm not trying to change it, then I accept it.
Mm,
Um,
I felt
I
that.
I can't really I can't take it personal, and the reason I can't take it personal is really because of this. If it was personal, I'd be bleeding.
Yeah,
I
them
think you
jokes
need to
are good.
repeat that because I think it went over some people's heads.
It went over my head, ain't gonna lie.
I can't take it
Right there.
personal. If it was personal, I'd be bleeding. Somebody would really be trying to hurt me.
Okay. I
I'm
felt that.
Uh,
saying,
I felt that.
W man's right there.
I got do
you
y'all
know,
still feel like y'all have a little insecurities?
Absolutely, man. I seen Mukamara. I seen a picture of him the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to start doing my push-ups in the morning again.
yo,
Hi,
we
Shania.
Uh, yeah, we all got insecurities. I got
Shania.
insecurities for sure. They go
Shania.
they go from the from the small things to like the little things that you want to change about you. Like I got everybody got insecurities, whether they're gonna admit it or not. That's why kind of like what Josh was saying, you gotta like accept those things. When people point those things out, I just accept them, because it's just like, well, this dude can say whatever about me, he can say I talk white or whatever, I'm not black, whatever. But at the end of the day, am I gonna fight this dude for it? Probably not. So to me, so when he said that, like, if I'm not taking it personal or whatever, I'd be bleeding. That to me, it's like, yeah, if it's not personal enough, like we're not fighting. So it's like we would be fighting and there would be blood drawn. If that's not the case, I just go on about my day or I just laugh with it. You know.
Ain't gonna lie. Go ahead.
sometimes it depends what's said. Sometimes it depends what's said, because instigation is real. And like
yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm insecure about my hair sometimes. Like my hair be fucked up. I don't be getting my hair done. I be like, I'm gonna put the hat on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta cover that up. So regardless, though, if someone snatched my hat off my head and was like, "Yo, look at Homie over here, his shit fucked up," now everybody around laughing and shit, like, yeah, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad, and it
You
might
got
be
to run
personal.
one.
You know what I'm saying?
You got
It
to run
might
one.
be personal.
I'm gonna be
It
real. Like
depends what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
growing
shit.
up, I used to be hella insecure growing up, but I came to terms with like, not saying now, but like to like my adult teenage years, came to terms with myself. I'm like, either you're gonna take me as I am, or you're gonna move to the next person. Like, it don't get no, well, it get better than this. Like, it just, I'm natural. I keep my hair. I might use weave. Well, it's not no might. I will use weave, but it's not as often. I try to keep myself natural as possible. Like, I don't wear makeup. The only thing I do is like, I might get my eyebrows done or lashes, but that's it. So I try to keep myself as natural as possible because
I think some haven't worked.
We'll never know why
my
she
bad,
tries to keep
my bad,
natural.
my bad. I got a phone call. I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
No, you're
But
fine.
yeah, I try to keep myself natural because if you can't take me at that state, then you're not gonna be able to take me at any other state. So
Facts.
I
Big
come
time.
as I am, and that's it.
What? Not facts. I'll
That
take
is
you in
facts.
any other state.
Crazy.
if
Oh,
Okay, but
I'm
here's the
playing.
Not
thing. But here's the
facts.
thing. But here's the thing. But here's the
How's that
thing.
not
So,
facts?
but here's the thing. Somebody's gonna love her exactly how she is and exactly how she wants to be. Somebody's gonna accept her
Exactly.
no matter what. Somebody's gonna love
Mhm.
every part of her, and that's why it's facts.
And
Exactly.
that's probably what she's looking for.
Exactly.
That's in all
No,
honesty, which is why she
and
would
that's
do
the
that.
thing.
But I'm saying that don't mean that she can't do this, that, and the third, and someone still accept her that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm only playing devil's advocate. I don't want to die on this hill.
Yeah,
'Cause
No, you
definitely.
shouldn't. You can say whatever you want. Listen, you can say whatever you want to say because I'm not missing out on nothing. Trust and believe. I'm just stating like I had to come to terms with that because if you can't take me in my natural state, you cannot take me when I'm dolled up. Like
Yeah.
take me like how I am. If like you said, you're not perfect to everybody. So if you fucking with me of how I am, then that's the person I need in my life.
Yeah, that's
Not
it.
somebody who's you know what I'm saying,
But hear me
chasing
out
this
on
and that.
this though. Hear me out on this though, because I wasn't necessarily saying taking you up in your dolled up state. I was very vague. I'm like, what if it's the reverse? What if someone's trying to pick you up out of if you down real bad? I'm talking about homeless, no job, don't know where to eat today. And someone's picking you up from that and seeing you for the diamond in the rough that you are when you're at your worst, not when you're at your natural state. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing
Accepting you
is,
for that.
hold on.
I think everybody wants to get accepted at any point where they're at. So it's like it's not necessarily a fixed endpoint. Like it's not. Well, let's not be like the Sith and deal in absolutes. There's obviously a gradual change that everybody goes through as they age, as they get older. There's slight adjustments that you make, but in general, like if they have there's these things
Hi,
about them
ma'am.
that they don't want to change, then yeah, you don't change. Accept me as I am. This hasn't, you've been the same. This at least your personality, how you look, whatever. I think what Nige was specifically saying, like how she felt about her insecurities, about the things about she felt about herself, and to cope and to get that self-esteem within herself. She's saying you got to accept me as I
Good.
am, and I kind of want to go in on that point because I'm like, for me, when I start dating a woman, and there's two faces with women. I had to see when you're all dolled up, and I had to see when you're not. And if I can't accept how you're talking to me when you're not, when you don't have makeup on, if I'm just like this is talking to me like and with no, then I'm like, you're not for me. I'm not even gonna waste my time with you because every time that you have makeup on, I'm gonna treat you different from how I'm gonna treat you when you don't have makeup on. So if I can treat you the same either way and still have that love for you, then yeah, that's the one I want to be with. But if you don't, then it's just like I'm just tolerating you. Because every time you have that mask off, I'm finna be like, and then we're arguing. Like you can't be like that all the time. I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, no, you can't talk to me like that.
what the fuck?
That's how
That's
I
real.
feel personally.
Yo.
Backtrack on
That's
what he
real.
said a little bit. Why would you want to be out here dating if you're like in your bummy stage? Like you're down, out, your back, you don't have a job, you don't have this, you don't have that. You shouldn't be worrying about dating. You should be worried about getting yourself on track before. That's not what I meant. I meant like the natural state. But if I'm bumming and it's been a while, I've been always working. But if I'm bumming with no job, I don't have nothing going for myself. I'm looking raggedy as fuck. Why would I be thinking about wanting to date someone? Because I wouldn't date myself. I would not date a nigga if he's not out here hardworking, if he's down bad. Like, I don't mind being with somebody if you showing me like you're hardworking. But if you just out here bumming, just expecting me to live with me and all this extra shit, no. You shouldn't be out here to date somebody if you're really down that bad.
Facts.
Look, I agree. However, there were a couple flips in there that you threw in, and I'm just like, because you flipped it on the guy being the bum when that wasn't necessarily the scenario I set up. But
I'm saying
cool
me
with
too.
going there.
I'm saying me too.
I'm cool with going there. I want to say
I'm saying
this
for
about
myself
that.
as well.
I feel like when it comes to relationships, they can start under any context, under so it's not about like why, for me at least, it's not about like, well, why would I be trying to date somebody? Why would I be looking for somebody when I'm down and bummy or blah blah blah, or when they're down and bummy, whatever the case may be. Sometimes opposites just attract. Sometimes the love affair is just there. You know, the passion is just there. So we don't care what we got going on right now if we really care about each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm only saying this to give credence to that there are some people that get chosen in that state. You know what I'm saying? People date all types of people, and it's really just about what their preference is, what they're interested in. They don't care what the other person is. Sometimes you do want your chick to look bad as fuck and only look bad as fuck. I don't want to see you dressed down. Some niggas are really just like that. Most people like me, do want someone that's going to look natural. Someone that's going to look, beautiful in that natural state so that you don't have to dress up. Yes, when you dress up, that's an extra little luxury. When you looking fly as fuck or whatever, you look bad without it. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you did it, that's just extra. You know what I'm saying? That's just the extra blessing. But there are chicks that are down bad on the blues, perked out every day, and they still got a nigga by their side. Still got a nigga by their side, lighting it up for him, holding the fucking
lighting it up is crazy.
Bro.
That's diabolical. Yeah.
Hey, that's facts though.
I'm just saying.
Yo, it is.
Blood everywhere. So I'm just like,
the reason why they dealing with somebody because they do it as well.
It's not. That's not always the case. Let's not deal in absolutes. That's the one thing I want to say.
It's not always the case.
It's always there's always nuances and there's always exceptions to the rule. And I think that on both ends, like, yes, if you're in a situation where you're down bad and you're dragging people down, you're on drugs, you're doing this, and you're just taking and taking and taking, and you're causing problems for your partner, that is a toxic relationship. But if you're gonna hold it on, for speaking for women for a little bit, if you're gonna hold your man down while he's down for a little bit, he ain't got a job, but he does have aspirations, but in that first 2-3 weeks, he's bumming it. Yeah, right. There's obviously has to be more context to the situation, but it's not the most optimal. So it's like going back and forth. Yes, don't date a bum nigga. Don't date a girl who's bummy, but because it's not as the most optimal. But not a lot of people can get the most optimal, and even if you get it, there might be so much pressure on the relationship that y'all end up being toxic anyway because your expectations are too high. So on either end, there can be failed relationships. So.
Yeah, he read that.
I agree with that, but relationships fail all the time. So
fact.
You and these, but
he's a contrarian. You gotta. He's Bakore is the most contrarian nigga ever.
It's funny. He can't betray. I just say the truth. It's my truth.
It's my truth.
I'm waiting for him to come up and be like, did you know 100% of failed marriages end in divorce? Yes.
Look, don't let me hit you with my divorce thing. Look, let me hit you with this real quick. So back in the days when people used to get married, white men specifically, used to get married.
Okay,
A
okay.
lot of them,
I was about to say people
a
still
lot
get
of
married,
them,
but okay.
the majority, a lot of them, hyphen / the majority of them were getting married so that they can get more land. Because if you could put land underneath your wife's name or whatever, you can own more of it. So that was the initial reason for a lot of marriages that began back in the day. I'm only saying this to bring context to the next point that I'm not saying all. Some people married for love. Just understand that this was a thing that was done and that there was a lot of white wealthy men that were doing it. Now, some of them were having multiple wives. But take
Okay.
that to the context of the age that we live in now, where females are entertaining the idea of polyamorous relationships. This is something that's growing within our country. It was something that was like definitely the minority, but now people are coming around to that more in this country. And the reason I want to clarify that is because we are the only country that is the majority of a monogamy relationship, marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So with
Hold on.
all these other countries in the world,
Let them land it. Let them land it.
Okay.
with all these other countries in the world, and I know I'm not saying that we're the only one, so let me not be that specific. But we're one of the countries that see monogamous relationships as the the American dream or whatever you want to call it. But with other countries, that's not necessarily the case. And so why I wanted to bring this home and land this plane and say this. I believe that's the reason that a lot of marriages fail and that the divorce rate is so high is because there are people that always want to entertain another person, but they don't have the option because they're married. And so because they don't have the option, they sometimes still act on that, and it gets them jammed up, it gets them in trouble. But if you could bring that sneaky link into your relationship and tie it down and turn it into a marriage, then you would have nothing but benefits. Honestly, triple the financial income. The spouse doesn't. The people that are married with it don't have to worry about fighting over that third person, because now you've all come together as a group. You know what I'm saying? As a conglomerate, whatever word you want to use, put together. And I know some people are just never gonna accept that is like an acceptable lifestyle, because some people, they've been raised and indoctrinated and seen it their whole entire lives that it's a one man and one girl, that's what they've dreamed and strived for. But I'm just saying that as our country grows and
I'm
gets
definitely
older, and
going
as
next.
the internet
Go ahead.
gets
Josh.
older,
He landed the plane.
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Josh.
I've landed
All
the
right.
plane, never backing it up, parallel parking.
So here's what I'm gonna point out at first. In the Middle East, one rich guy can have multiple wives because he can provide for them. Which is important for me to say the Middle East. It's important for me to start there because women don't really have rights over there, if you ask me. So a rich guy can have multiple wives. However, the people that live on our level in the Middle East, they only have one wife. It's one husband, one wife. Second thing that I wanted to point out is a marriage is also in America, it's a business. So because of that, it is illegal for you to have more than one husband or wife. Third, if I'm straight and she's straight, she's not going to be okay with another girl, and I'm definitely not going to be okay with another nigga. What's this nigga doing in my house?
I hear you on that. Look, I hear you on that. But let me take you back to the second point, just real quick,
Brought it to the brass.
about how you said that marriage
I be
is
trying to
basically
chill.
like business. That goes back to what I was saying and what I was trying to hint off at the beginning, when I was saying way back in the day, one of the main reasons that white men were getting married was it's part of a business thing. You know what I'm saying? And there was land was a big part of it back in the day because that's what everybody was buying back in the day. Like, oh, I'm gonna trade you this land for this, trading resources and all that shit or whatever. So like, yes, you were 100% right that marriage is technically a business, and then the part you add on where you can't have multiple wives, I get that, but like it's only like that out here though. That's what I'm saying. Like, other people can have multiple wives and it's not against the law. But why is it like that here in America?
It's not against the law to have multiple wives here. I'm pretty sure there have been other people who have multiple wives.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, last time I checked, it's illegal.
I thought like all those white people, like I thought they're only getting in trouble because they're doing like the cult shit, but weren't they on like farms and shit, and they had like multiple wives, and a lot of them were underage? Or am I just?
That's illegal. Yeah.
No.
It's correct.
Okay.
It's legal some places and illegal some places. So.
No. I'm saying you were right that it was happening, but it was illegal.
Oh, it wasn't legal.
They wasn't going to the courthouse getting married. They were like, "You're my wife now."
Oh, okay. Well, look.
Yeah, it's like documents versus not documents.
I'm gonna just say this. Look, although it is frowned upon, I feel like it's frowned upon for a reason. And I don't think that it would necessarily change anything from happening. I think it would be just as messy, if not more, that it was accepted. Now, and on top of that, it would come with like a whole. Watch out! I can't. I'm gonna have to move it real quick. And then it can come with a whole slew of issues. So I don't think that it changes anything. It isn't like fix everybody's problems when it comes to marital relationships. People are going to be even more shiesty now. Oh, now it's acceptable? Okay, cool. I'm going to fuck this bitch. And yeah, that's the one that she thinks that I'm going to give the okay on. And then I'm going to be fucking another bitch. While these two think that I'm just cool with them. Right? Now, yes, there'll be some men that are like complacent. You know what I'm saying? That like, but then you got to think about it like this. Another problem that I'm now thinking about is just like, what happens to the niggas who get no pussy? So now I'm going to have like 20 bitches, and then that nigga who gets no pussy at all is going to be mad and shooting up school. So it's like, it's going to open up like way more problems than it's going to solve, in my opinion. Because then they're really gonna be, because if bitches are sharing, I'm saying, hold on.
Have 99 problems as it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are already so many scenarios that can happen with the way things already are. So it's like, why not be able to open the door and experience?
As a nigga that gets a lot of bitches, it sounds all good and gravy, but for the niggas who get no bitches, that is already an issue. That's already an issue. So it's like now this nigga's he's gonna see you with 5 bitches. He's gonna be like, yo, share the bitches, and just pop you. Like, I don't want that. Like, nah. Like, it needs to be 1-to-1 so somebody can, like, everybody can find love, right? That's how I.
There are already people right now to this day saying share the bitches. So it's like, just because that happens doesn't mean it's gonna happen any less.
But hold on, Vakora, I have a question there. Because here's the thing, right? Like, what it comes down to is like, we're talking about marriage. Like, you don't want to be with like 7 different women for the rest of your life. That's marriage. Why don't you either just be single or be with somebody that you're okay, like you're okay and they're okay swinging?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to choose to be? Because when we're talking about marriage, that's what it is. Like, why do you have to choose to be with this many women for the rest of your life? Like, you cool with dealing with 7 periods for the rest of your life, or until she turns like 60?
I don't want to women. That sound like hell.
7 was never the goal. 7 was never the goal.
Well, I'm just saying. I just throw a number out there.
I'll run with it. If 7's the number, I'll run with it. Here's my thing about that, though. You could always fall out with somebody. So like, there are marriages that don't last. So, but here's what might strengthen that marriage. Because here's why I say that should be allowed. I said it would probably bring the divorce rate down. Divorce rate is higher than like 60% right now. I know that without even looking. I remember the time. I remember the last time I looked at the percentages, it was like 66. But I know for a fact divorce rate is over 60%. And with that being said, go back to the scenario of whoever that has 7 wives or 7 husbands. If somebody in that circle does wrong, let's say cheating, because I guess someone has to cheat. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons that people break up from marriages. So one of these 7 people cheated on you, right? You now have like a whole fucking jury, judge, and execution on how to deal with that person that cheated. You can all divorce them.
If this is ever in place, bro, Drake and all these rapping ass niggas would have like 100 fucking. Is there gonna be a limit to how many wives you can have? Because I'm just like, just imagine how, like what it is now. All these women going to these basketball games trying to like, if it's acceptable, then all these like the game is already fucked up. And I think this is gonna fuck it up even more. So the niggas like me who get bitches on the regular just for being a regular nigga, I'm probably not gonna get any bitches because all these bitches are gonna want the fucking rich niggas. And so imagine the niggas who get no pussy at all. They're going to riot and they're going to storm the Capitol. Bring the pussy back is what they're going to be chanting. I'm telling you, it's not going to go. It's not going to go the way that you think it's going to go. Yes, it will solve problems in the immediate time, but then like as it goes on, I'll have 3 bitches, right? I'll say I'm dating 3 girls. They don't care. It's acceptable. I married one and I have a side piece. After I fuck up with that, say we get a divorce anyway, she's gonna be like, you know what? Why am I gonna waste my time with this nigga who can barely pay my bills? I'm gonna go find a rich nigga and I'm gonna be one of his bitches once the other bitches fuck up. And they're gonna be waiting in line just for all the rich niggas. No.
But why do you feel like marriage is gonna last more just by pleasing a nigga by giving him more than one wife? Why do you feel like
he said it for the other way too, for women as well. Like women can do this.
Yeah, I said it for women as well.
I'm about to say.
I'm not trying to make it about one specific gender.
And
so it's like, not gonna work.
It's not, because then you're gonna have to line up and then look for a rich chick. And those rich chicks are probably going to be chasing that would fuck up the whole entire game, because even the rich women would only want rich niggas. So you're essentially what you're setting yourself up to is there's just not going to be any pussy available for average regular nigga, because women are hypergamous. They only aim up.
Well, there's gonna be some pussy. It just ain't gonna be the pussy y'all gonna want to have.
Exactly, and it's already like that.
That's not facts, bro.
Go for it.
All right, go. I want to hear who said. Was that Shy? Who said that?
Yeah, I was trying to chill, but y'all got my blood boiling. I swear.
Nah, go ahead. You got the floor. Go ahead.
Started.
So yes, women are hypergamous, but I imagine that in that world, men would just try to be better. That's the only option you have.
Nigga, what?
We just have to compete.
That's crazy. But I guess that is the manliest type of answer. Step your game up.
That's the only option you have. You gotta.
I'm not speaking for me.
20 bitches watch trash film. Is that not inspiration?
That's
if you
not gonna work.
Okay, but then how many? Hold on. Well, first of all, y'all should have been in the chat asking to speak, but I'm gonna let that slide. You gotta understand that there's so many niggas who don't want to take that hard way out. And they don't want to work hard, and most of them niggas are just going to rob you for your bitches at this point. They're gonna be like, oh, you got 20 bitches, you got all the money, oh, I'm getting no bitches and I'm mad and I'm angry and there's nothing I can do about it because it's now legal. I'm just gonna shoot you.
That's really what's gonna be. Oh, let me explain what's gonna happen.
You have not seen the Black Panther with the Dora Milaje? If I got 20 wives, you should not be able to touch me. You should never be able to rob me.
So you're gonna put your women in danger? That's crazy. And then they're gonna be how do you know? Niggas is already getting backdoored with girlfriends. So I'm just like,
no one would ever touch us.
That's
I want to say something real quick.
I
want to say something.
All right, Carolina, you got the floor. Go ahead.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'm definitely untouchable with 20 wives.
So check this out. Here's the thing. We're talking about 1 and 1. You said like the divorce rate is around 60%. That's with one person and one person. But we all know, because we've all taken math. The more numbers you add, the more complicated the problem gets. It doesn't get easier. It's the opposite.
Okay, but look, I
So
also
the
know that
divorce
with
rate,
sometimes the
is
number be
only
going
going to go
down.
up. It's not going to go down,
Yeah.
and it might
I
not
don't know.
necessarily
It
be
might
in your
go down.
favor. And plus,
I don't know. My
here's my
math
other thing.
is bad.
Here's my
But
other thing. Here's my other thing. The stuff that you think that you want, it already happens with single people and swingers. So it's
let me
like,
clarify. I never said this is what I wanted. By the way,
oh,
I
okay,
just
my bad.
said,
I didn't mean to put that. I didn't mean to put words in your mouth. My bad. But that
yeah, look,
already does happen with
I
single
want
people and swingers.
I'm not dying on this stuff.
I mean, I guess the last thing I'm going to say is this. I think that at the end of the day, even if you, kind of like what Josh was saying, even if you implement that there's going to be so many people who are still getting accustomed to the new way of life, that there's going to be so many women that are going to be like, okay, all right, I guess this is how it is. All right, I'm going to try it. No, fuck this. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Divorce. And then that's how it's going to skyrocket. Now, after society fucking changes with fucking technology and all that other shit, that's a whole different aspect of life that you have to now like add into this new equation with how marriages are dealing with. But how I see it, there's going to be a whole slew of problems that are going to happen. Now, this is something because we're doing it as in like this is in in our current timeline right now with the rise of robots and AI and androids and all that other shit. That might change some things because people might be like, well, fuck these real bitches. I'm just going to get an android and then I'll be happy. So
look now. Let's say a rich billionaire, Elon Musk type, says, "Oh, instead of buying one robot, I'm gonna just go buy 20." You know what I'm saying? And is that not the same thing? Like,
no, it's because that's a human fucking being that can reproduce. You can't equate women to robots. That's crazy.
Look. My robots are gonna be strapped up with laser cannons and all that.
Okay,
I'm gonna be untouchable with 20 sex robots. I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be an exception to the rule, and according to what Shia Pooper was saying, like if in that world you got to be that nigga, and that's the world of what I'm saying. Go make a movie about it at this point, like call it that.
Hey, Mooka. When you was talking about how niggas would be like basically pussy crazy and try to kill you for your wives, it reminded me of Tengen from Demon Slayer. He's fighting the demon, and the demon goes, "You have 3 beautiful wives. I'm going to kill you."
Facts, just off that, just off the strength.
Tengen was that dude though.
You're gonna have even more haters. You're gonna even have even more haters. So no, like.
Tengen was the guy.
He was. Tengen was that guy for
Nobi headband with the diamond encrusted. Yo, he was styling way too hard. He deserved 3 wives. He deserved 3 wives. They had matching drip. Do you understand that level of fashion? Could you understand color coordinating your clothes with 20 different wives?
You're crazy.
That's why. Like, first of all, one of them might get. That's too much. It's too many. And on the women's end, imagine having 10 husbands. Like, that's kind of crazy. One of them is gonna get. One of them's gonna be crazy. I'm saying, like, what, y'all all sharing one, and then someone's gonna sabotage the amp. There's just too much. It's too messy.
It's gonna be very exhausting.
So
it would get messy.
Let's be real.
But y'all seen y'all seen Flavor of Love? Yeah. I Love New York. It's exactly how I picture it would be, but just at your house all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime you walk through the door,
that's terrible. We ain't doing it.
Yeah, I look. All that being said, I agree. I wouldn't want any more than 2 wives if that was ever even something I was going to entertain. It's too many headaches, too many problems. Look, that's too much pussy for me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna just be as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I played devil's advocate, but yeah, I agree.
Hell no, that wasn't devil's advocate, nigga. You were fucking campaigning for that shit. You're about to go to Trump. You're about to go.
I'm running up that hill. I'm running up that hill, but I'm not dying on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just over there playing. I'm over there rolling up and down the hill.
Yeah, that's an interesting subject, honestly, especially where we're at now.
Right.
Real.
On to the next subject.
All right, next question of the day, unless y'all got one. Does anybody here have a question they want to throw in the ethos?
Let us know in the chat.
Because if not, we're going to go to this next one.
For now, I think we should. I don't think anybody got
Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. Next question. If you can go back in time and change one thing, what would it be?
Like just in
I
general?
would. About you personally.
Okay.
It can't be like, oh, I'm gonna go back in time and kill Hitler. No, it has to be.
Damn.
All right, if I can go back and
go ahead.
change one thing, I'll say this. Only one thing? Damn.
Yep.
Only one thing though? Shit.
Yeah, I need a minute to think. I don't want to go first. I need a minute to think
I
about
feel
it.
like I'm gonna go first.
All right, go
I
ahead,
feel like
Naya.
I wouldn't change anything about myself or what I experienced because that's what made me today. Like all the trials and tribulations that I went through, or even the good times, that's what made me who I am today. So I feel like I wouldn't go back and change anything because everything happens for a reason. That's my answer.
I love that, girl.
I like it.
Thank you.
W.
That was
W woman. Clap it up. I'm not gonna cop out and say that answer as well. That was gonna be the one I say, but I'm gonna say I feel the same way. But if I was forced to change something, then I would go back and break up with my ex before she broke up with me. Yeah.
No, see, now we need a story.
Fuck that bitch.
Crazy.
Fuck her.
Is that an ego
Bow,
thing?
bow, bow, bow.
Sounds very ego.
I'll fuck with that.
No, I ain't gonna lie. If you broke up with me, then I needed that. Then there's something about me that I needed to fix. So I wouldn't even really like heartbreak. Yeah, it sucks. That's like one of the worst pains. But you're gonna need that pain because it's gonna mold you into the man or the woman that you want to be. Like I don't know. I feel like heartbreak. Yeah, it hurts, but damn, you're gonna be on demon time after that. I feel like that'll make you go harder. That'll make you boss up. That'll make you love yourself more. That'll make you just work on yourself. Like, damn, what the person didn't see in me. Let me, you know what I'm saying, boss up on that hoe or boss up on that nigga. I don't know.
I will say this though. I will say this though. Men are different from women in this way. Almost every man has that woman that hurt them so bad that they changed for the rest of their life.
And you don't think that happens to women?
No, I think it happens to some women, but I think most women over time and like basically facing yourself, they come to they're able to like bounce back. They're able to bounce back and bounce back better. Where men, we're more like programmed to, if something hurts us to a point, we make sure we're never hurt that exact same way again.
Oh, can I add some words?
Got that right.
I can't agree with that.
To make sure that position, like,
I kind of agree with it to a sense.
All right, we're gonna let's give Piper the first. You want to talk? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm losing my voice, by the way. But I can agree because I know so many women, as me being one myself. A man hurt me so bad, I've changed completely. Like, I hear all the time from people from high school, they be like, yo, you're so different from high school. And I'm like, duh, nigga. Like, I went through heartbreak. Like, it shaped me to be who I am today. But, like, when you say, like, men, I can't speak on y'all because I'm not a man. But definitely for women, like we're hurt just as bad. Yes, we bounce back because I definitely bounce back way harder. But
Mhm.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
like we force. It's like we
so
force people
imagine
back.
not bouncing back
There are
why would I
times when we
though?
don't bounce back.
Why
because
We
wouldn't you,
got
because
as
to.
men?
because
Why wouldn't you want to
because
bounce back though? Why wouldn't you want to
it's
get
not
more money? Why wouldn't you want to
it's not
level
a
up?
no. It's not about money. It's not about quote unquote like leveling up. It's not about want. It's about what happens. Like, yeah, I have more money than I had before. Yeah, like I'm over shit, but I don't love the same and I can't. And it's not my fault. And it's
Saying
not
I feel like
can't
something
it
is
that
is your
crazy because
fault.
that's willpower now. Now we're talking about willpower. You don't want
no, we're
to
not.
love. You think you
We're,
can. When you have you tried? Have you tried hard as you can to re-love, or are you scared to? That's the real question.
actually, yeah, like of course. And like people don't know my position because I'm a private person, but I'll say this, I love more than I ever have before, but it's still not the same.
I mean, nothing will
That's
ever be the
something you
same
would have to
though.
work on then.
I think like let's go because after this we're gonna let Pirate Lelouch kind of spit some what he wanted to speak as well. I'm just gonna say this because like you guys are kind of saying the same thing. I think yes, women do bounce back faster after heartbreak, and it takes longer for men. And during that specific point in time, they could like there can be things that can be detrimental or even beneficial to them that will change them completely. Now, yes, it can be beneficial to them. They can get more money, but then they'll be antisocial. So there's all types of it needs context. But you guys are essentially saying the same thing, and I believe that yes, women can change forever. Like what I'm saying, they can change just as much, but their bounce back will be kind of like what is it called? Like I don't want to say their ego or something like that. Like it's like some of they might be more tended to stick in their ways because they bounce back faster, right? And at least in my opinion, men kind of have they have a harsher reality. That's what I was saying. I'm trying to be as
I
delicate as
feel
I
like I feel like women are easier to bounce back because first of all, women don't give up easily. But once a woman's done,
Mm,
she's done. I feel like that's the reason why
mm.
we move on more quickly because
but
we
I,
stick
I,
and stick and stick and stick. But once we're done, we're done. And we be going off so much, not even anger, but like I don't know, I wouldn't even call it anger, maybe disappointment or I don't know what we be going off of. But it's something in us that'll drive us to be like, you know what, let me do my thing. And it's not even bossing up financially. You could be bossing up mentally, emotionally, just being able to actually loving yourself and find you a hobby and actually, you know what I'm saying, working on
yeah,
yourself in a whole, not just
Facts.
financially.
100% agree. Let's let Pirate Lelouch go. Go ahead, man. I know you had something to say. I
Hmm.
don't know if it was about the last topic, but
No. It ain't about the last topic. You
okay.
said something you could go back and change. When I was about 16, 17, bro, like I was deep in that Tekken, bro. We talking like Jen's whole command list every day I get home from school, bro. Like I had the ability. Then that Tag 2 came out, and I played like at least about 500-600 matches just on Ghost Battle, bro. And if I would have just took that energy and actually got up and went to some tournaments and shit, bro, and just kept at it during that younger age, I feel like I could have won a championship or two,
Hell
or at
yeah.
least hit some top eights.
Hell yeah.
I just feel like I would have took the gaming career as a possible move
Hmm.
open a whole lot longer,
It's
bro.
never
'Cause
too late, man. It's never too late. But I get what you're
it ain't
saying.
never too late.
Yeah.
But the fight Sonic Fox and them, bro, I don't deserve it, bro. Like
Nah, fuck
now
that.
I have like mental obstacles in the way. Like I've seen people beat my ass in so many different games, so many different times that my confidence would never be what it was when I was younger fighting against these people.
Mm. And
Like
that
there was a
kind.
point where I
Oh, I
believed that I
felt
was
that.
one of the strongest.
Yeah.
But like now
I
I've
felt
seen
that.
so many victorious people. And I'm like, can I really beat him?
Yeah, nigga.
Can I
Of
can
course
I
you
be that?
can.
Can I be that
Yeah,
furry who shows up
not the
with a
furry,
Johnny Cage?
but you can definitely, bro.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got
Like,
you
that's
got
some
to
top tier
understand.
niggas out here,
You got to
bro.
understand. If you watch the Street Fighter scene, I know we're on a different tangent now, but if you see the Street Fighter scene, you see all these. There's old ass niggas still playing these games, bro, and they're winning tournaments and they're taking out these young
I
folks.
see Coach Steve out there, bro, with Coach
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah, they're out there, man. Like you got to put in that
They don't
time.
be catching the big ones, bro. They don't be catching the Evos.
I
They don't be
want.
catching the world tournaments. They don't be catching the,
No, it
you know what
matter.
I'm
It doesn't.
saying?
It
Like,
matters when you win,
they be
cause
there.
it
They
it
be there. They get top eights. They be
yeah.
there.
100%. But I mean, I'm not gonna try to throw shade at Sonic Fox, but I'm like, it matters about when you win and what game you win
Yeah.
at. So there can always be a game that you can get into, another fighting game that you can get into and do that. That kind of ties into what we were talking about when it comes to men losing their motivation. I remember I was at one point I had all that energy I could have put into fighting games like that as well, right? A breakup broke me fucking down, or I was so invested in the relationship it broke me down. And instead of taking that energy and putting it into the fighting game or putting it into my dreams or whatever, like it just fucked me up because it was just so integral and tied to everything that was going on in my life that I just kind of just sat there stagnant, right? And I had those same thoughts. Like I was like, man, I'm never gonna be able to do this. I'm never gonna be able to get where I want to be. And it changed me forever. It changed how I loved. It changed how I just interacted with women in general, even in my friends, even anybody who cared about me. So it's like it's never too late. It's never too late to go either way. It's never too late to change back into what you were. It's never too late on either end, whether you're a woman or you're a man. You can always get back to who you were or what you want and what you liked about yourself. But it does change for a while, and it's different, right? With women, you can bounce back faster. You can get validated way quicker over a relationship. Faster than a man could. A man, he has to, hey, it is what it is. I went to Vigor's house so many times after a breakup. This nigga, every time I'd be sitting there bawling my eyes out. He'd be like, well, hit this blunt. It is what it is. Like, that's how we have to just accept things. And like, so it's a little bit tougher for us. So it's like, it's different. And some people can get stuck in there. You can get stuck in that rut and never come out. So, shout out to them ones who fucking survived.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's that.
That's what I was gonna say for the women was because when Nia was saying that like she has the resolve, the determination to bounce back, I was just that's something that's natural for women. It's gonna be a little bit easier for women to bounce back from a bad breakup, and the reason I say that is because like one, right off the bat, they got more options than men or whatever. Like I'm not saying that men don't have options or whatever, but like everybody knows the analogy to like pussy on a pedestal type shit. So like women are more desirable than men. So naturally, after a breakup, they're going to have someone else that's interested in them, and it's really just whether or not if they're interested at that point. You know what I'm saying? But with also the whole, I don't want to get into like who loves harder, men or women or whatever, because that's arguing semantics, but I was just gonna say like women are just more mature than men naturally, so it's like they're gonna sit there and mope around and be depressed just like men would be, but like they're also gonna at one point like snap back into reality and be like, all right, well, I just can't sit here and do this all day long, so I'm gonna just go get back into my routine. And usually whatever their routine is what attracts other men. So it's like when they get back to being themselves, that's what's going to, in most cases, help them bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
And
the
I
bounce
hate
back
that
is
about.
easier.
Yeah,
I
niggas
hate
need
that
to
for some
niggas
women
need to
because
show
once
love. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
down this hall to the right. Some women, and I hate that for us because once we get with a guy, we tend to lose ourselves. So we get so draped up in that guy, in that person's life. Always want to be around him 24/7. Want to do what he do, be in his skin. And when it's time for you, when you get these red flags, it's hard for us to just detach. And when we do detach, that's when we resume back to our own lives. And I hate that for us. I hate that for us so bad because it happens every time. That's why when you with women, when we get into relationships, we should still allow each other to have our own lives so we don't get wrapped up so much, because I found myself doing it a lot. I had to change that about myself. I'm always getting wrapped up in my the person I'm dealing with. I get wrapped up in their lives and forget about my own. So hey,
And one thing
that's
I
just
will say
something that
about women, like since niggas got
uh-huh.
hobbies, we do have outlets. We have those outlets and other things that we're interested in to kind of like take our minds off those things. Some of them may be detrimental, some of them may not. But from the women I dealt with, their lives are boring as fuck. So if they're always just so into what you're doing, and then after that they're just like, oh well, what am I gonna go do? Like sit around. I don't have like some of them didn't have TVs, was just sitting there in their apartment reading books. I was like, that's boring as shit. So yeah,
Watching
Mm-hmm.
Friends.
yeah. So
Do
I
y'all
think it
feel like
happens
women
to
should shoot more shots?
hell yes, 1000%.
I'll
Do
never
y'all all
shoot.
agree?
That's
I'll
See,
never
that's
that
the
and
shoot.
thing. I never shoot at my shot before, and because I hate rejection. It's not like I don't have a confidence in myself, but I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And the person that I would really want, that would hurt me if I'm not their cup of tea. Like that shit hurts. So I feel like I don't shoot my shot because rejection's a motherfucker.
shooting your shot as a man is what makes you better. Rejection, if you level up as a man, one of the things that you realize is you got to get rejected, and that just makes your game better. The more and more I got rejected, all those failed relationships got to me to where I am. That's why, like, when we're talking about that time travel shit, I was like, I wouldn't really change anything because I'm like the best version of myself now. But to
More,
make it a little
the
entertaining,
more
like
you hear no, the more you hear no,
no,
the more it makes you want to hear a yes.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like you have to go through rejection. That you're like, damn it, I'm gonna figure out how to. I'm gonna figure out how to
Right,
get
and
the girl. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that women,
And sometimes you look so foolish when
This
you're
motherfucking
trying
yes.
because you don't know what to do.
and I don't want
You
to
know what I'm
speak for
saying?
women,
Like,
but I seen this one thing on Instagram. It was like, it's not about like going direct. Like, I don't think a woman should be direct and go up to you like, hey nigga, give me your nut. Like, I don't think you should be direct like that. But women should find their own ways to make themselves available to the ones that they want to take the shot and take that as rejection. Because if I walk at if I'm at the store and you look me dead in my eyes and smile at me, I'm gonna go talk to you and I'm going to shoot my shot because you've now given me the okay to have a conversation with you. Now, if I open my mouth and say something stupid,
Wait,
no, my bad.
wait. A girl smiling at you means you can shoot your shot? That's crazy.
I mean, it's like the eyes. Like I'm thinking
Yeah,
like
that's
you.
how I shoot my shot. Through
Yeah,
my
if you
eyes.
look me in my eyes,
What?
if you
I'm
look
just
at me,
looking
I ain't gonna say
around.
nothing. But if I
a
say it
lot.
too
if you
I
look at
can
me and
tell.
smile, then I'm like, yes, I'm gonna go shoot my shot. Right? That's just
This
if
is
you.
new news to me. I never knew this. I literally I'm just
It,
being polite because I'm Southern. I'm not like smiling at you because I'm like, yeah, come shoot it over
Well,
here.
it depends.
Cap.
It depends on like how you look at me. There is a specific way to look, but that
Mm-hmm.
just goes into it
I
even
know
more.
that look.
So you have to like. The thing that I saw is like you have to make yourself available. That's the game that women have. Is like, okay, I see this cute dude or whatever. How am I to get his attention for him to feel comfortable enough to land a plane? If I'm
Mm-hmm.
just over here looking stuck up and wondering why no one's talking to me. And all that's pretty much what you're. You're in your natural state, and you're minding your business wherever you're going. But if you're wanting to make yourself available, you know, and then you're finding yourself always talking to these certain types. It's like, where are you making yourself available? You could have found your husband at Walmart had you made yourself available. And it's just you have to like kind of be on that. I don't want to say predatory mindset, but it's just like you gotta also hunt the man as well. And make
Man,
yourself
a fuck
available.
nigga could be at Walmart too, bro. You
I'm
never
not.
know people.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like just in those scenarios, you can
I'm
make
with you.
yourself more available, even if it's at the club or wherever. It can be at an anime con. Like it's all down to a conversation because a nigga can fuck up and walk up to you and say some stupid
Press
shit.
please.
But if you make him
Press
comfortable, then he can be more confident in his approach. If I know, oh yeah, she likes me, she gave me the fuck me eyes, I'm finna walk over there, my game is finna be immaculate. But if I'm like, I don't really know, she's really fucking with me, but I'ma just try anyways, I might fumble on my words and it might work out for me, it might not. It might just be that I just look good enough and she don't give a fuck about none of that. But if you want it to be optimal, you want both parties to have fun, yeah, make yourself a little bit more available. That's all I'm saying.
that
Facts.
look. That's how I shoot my shot. I don't come up to somebody off the bat. Mm-mm, never. I don't even DM nobody.
Yeah, I mean, after watching that one movie, what was it, Strange Darling? Yeah, you definitely should not. There's a lot of these movies out here where you have people kidnap each. There's definitely some weirdos out there, so you definitely got to be careful, 100%. But if you're in a safe
Definitely.
environment and you're feeling comfortable, just shoot the shot. If you're with your girl, shoot the shot. Especially if you're with a whole bunch of people. Be like, that's a good way for you to even see if he's like a capable man. If he can entertain every girl around you while you're trying to get at him, then like not entertain like he's trying to get at them, but like if he can
Mhm.
hold himself like in front of a whole bunch of people, then that's probably a
Mhm.
a good dude.
Yeah, for sure.
What about y'all? What
Cause
do
the
you guys
people
think
I'm
about
around.
the shooting and shot, like Lelouch, Vakora? What do you guys think?
I'm similar. I shoot my shot by look in the eyes or whatever, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, because it's more than just that. It's do you have the game? You know what I'm saying? Are you saying the right shit? So that's a big part of it too. I feel like we were kind of skipping over, but when it comes to it, initially, yeah, I'm checking the eyes or whatever, checking if you're checking for me. You know what I'm saying? Because once we do lock eyes, that's normally what gives me the confidence to be like, all right, let me go see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying, or what she's about.
You see,
So that's why I didn't say anything, because I felt like you kind of already covered my side.
I mean, I,
You know what I'm saying?
I I pull up like 50 Cent. I be having like 21 questions, and like some of them, they all be about us. But, end of the day, like I just figured out information, and then once I hear like a few things that's a hell no, I'll walk.
Hey.
She's telling you
But
what you want to hear, and like a fat kid love cake.
Yeah, do not collect red flags like that. I don't really get why people do that. If you see one, maybe two red flags, go ahead and get up out of there. Don't collect red flags.
Oh, what
That's
you
my
mean?
hold on, hold on.
collecting red
My
flags.
red flag number
Collecting
is
red
4.
flags
If you
like a
give me,
motherfucker.
I've been
Hold on.
given too many chances.
Me
What you
too.
consider to be a red flag, I might not consider to be a red flag. But when I see a red flag, I'm saying hell no.
Yeah, I mean, of course, red flags are gonna be different depending on you, but a lot of people be like, oh, she a
I
smoker,
got.
she ain't really that cute, she got a club foot, but look at that ass.
Hold on. I can excuse the
Yeah, go
smoking.
ahead, Guru.
So
Go ahead, Guru.
Okay. Explain the club foot
no,
right
no,
now,
no.
because I just want to be clear about like what a club foot is.
Nah, bro, this is just an example.
And then what you mean by on top of this, she not cute, bro? Like, why are we having this conversation? Why do we stop?
why you gotta be all that?
You shouldn't even have stopped, bro. You should have kept doing what the fuck you was doing.
This nigga wild.
But no, you should approach people. But when somebody said leave me alone or like back up, like leave it alone.
Facts.
Facts.
But
Big
I'm
facts.
gonna tell you, I'm
Facts.
gonna tell you this right here. You only get one shot, bro. Ain't no coming back. I tried to talk to you. Don't try to talk to me after I became famous. After I got 2 days later, I don't give a damn, bro.
The price
I
is
tried.
higher.
The price ain't even higher,
Yesterday's
bro.
price.
I'm off the market. I cut off. I don't believe in revenge.
Ain't no spinning the block. Carolina
See,
King.
I've
never mind. Go ahead.
already understood what makes me happy. All you can do is add to my life. I'm already set. So if you don't want to be with me, cool. I love being with me. That's it.
Facts.
I fuck with
For
that.
real.
Guru, Carolina King.
You don't love me, that's
Anything to add to it? That was a good question,
Nah,
by the way, Naya.
You covered you covered a
Y'all pretty
lot.
much said everything.
My
Yeah.
bad. I be yapping. Hey, you guys gotta let me know. Just shut the fuck up sometimes. I
Nah,
be
bro.
You
yapping.
be having the colds,
I
bro. No, you
appreciate it.
good. You good. You just be having the cold.
You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be around, exceptional niggas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit I learned from y'all. So, shout outs to y'all, giving y'all flowers.
Appreciate it, bruh.
Yeah,
But
I'll
nah, I
take
ain't
one
gonna
as
lie.
well.
Go ahead.
Nah, go say what you were gonna say.
Yeah, I said I feel like I should start shooting my shot more often now, though. I should.
Yeah. Make sure though you have that discernment.
No, hold on. I'll be the devil's advocate here. Maybe you're not good at picking niggas, so you shouldn't be shooting the shot. I'm gonna throw that out there.
I'm really, and no,
I
listen,
don't know
I
your
don't have,
history.
I don't have
Damn.
no. Listen, and you could be right because I don't do that. I don't have no riz. I don't have no fucking game. I don't know how to spit to niggas. I'm just me. Period. If you can't fuck with it, it's fuck you. That's it.
That's terrible.
Well,
That's it.
I'll say this:
What
a closed
What do you
mouth
mean
don't
that
get
you're
fed.
mean?
I'm not mean.
So
What are you talking
I mean,
about? I
like,
didn't say I was mean.
Closed mouth don't get
you
fed.
said
That's
you
some
just
good shit.
me. My bad. I wasn't understanding the accent on the me. I apologize. I
Yeah, I'm
misheard you.
just me.
From the bottom of my heart, I ain't mean that.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think you just have better discernment, you know what I'm saying? If you are, just
You can leave it here.
still try to like keep it the same cuz you might be geeked to be like, "Oh, yeah, I just pulled this nigga and he's, he ain't shit." Type shit. So,
But
still
Sometimes it ain't.
you good. You good. Yeah, you good. But that's with anybody though. Like, what you mean? All these niggas. It don't matter if they coming at you or me coming at them. You never know what somebody's true intentions are.
facts.
So you can't really go off that.
That's
You
that's
just
right.
I
gotta
mean,
let
that.
a person be who they are. Hold up.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
yeah, that should be the nature of the conversation, though, so that you can gauge who that person is and try to understand it. Because, like, you might think, oh, that girl looks good or that guy looks fly, whatever the case may be. Then when you start talking to him, you're like, oh, this dude's a loser. Oh, this girl is lame. You know what I'm saying? Looks ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? And first impressions do sometimes mean a lot. You can't get a second first impression. I mean, that might have been someone you was interested into until they started talking, and maybe they was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? They could be fresh out of prison, and
Oh,
anything could be going down.
how bad
So,
is
but
she?
yeah, that's the nature of the conversation, though. Like sometimes you have to get to know that person. So yes, I think if you're gonna shoot your shot, maybe you should shoot it a little bit more because once again, closed mouth don't get fed. However, you gotta maybe understand what your type is. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are gonna shoot your shot, you might have some wild people shooting back at you. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you're gonna have to worry about then.
Yeah, we should all worry about that. Like I said, we watched Strange Darling and bitches is killing niggas too. Just saying.
For
The
real.
beginning of time.
For sure, for sure.
Now I felt that
Everybody
though.
been
That's why
murdering.
you just gotta be
Sorry.
cautious of. See, when I deal with somebody, when I first deal with somebody, I ask the off-wall questions. I make them feel like they get comfortable. I want you to be your natural self. So while you're being your natural self, if I hear something I don't like, I have the opportunity to just dead the whole thing. So make them feel comfortable. Ask the uncomfortable questions just to hear what their answer is. Make it seem like yeah, you cool with that type shit. But as soon as you hear something that you don't like, I'm gone. I ask the uncomfortable questions. I get you comfortable, but I ask the off the wall questions. I need to know the answers. Like, I want to know if you're a woman beater. I want to know if you're a cheater. But it's a way I'm
Okay,
gonna ask you.
exactly. Get
It's
to
a
it.
way
Get
I'm
to
gonna ask
it.
you.
Because I was like, I want to know what the questions are. What's the off the wall question?
Like, if
Are
you're
you
a
a
woman
woman
beater,
beater?
are
That's
you
a
only
wild
here
one.
for sex? Like, it's a certain way I know how to get certain answers out of a person that I'm dealing with. And if I don't like them, I'm gone. If I do, I'm gonna stay. That's just what I do. If I'm just meeting you, I let them get comfortable. You just gotta be yourself.
When's the last
That's
time you
real.
whooped a bitch ass?
Huh?
The nigga, like I'm sure you just don't ask them directly, like you said, you found ways around it, and they just tell you that they be whooping. I guess if
Wait, what you
they're
say?
woman beaters. I
Wait,
started
what?
off by saying, I started off by saying, when's the last time you whooped a bitch ass? Like the niggas just gonna admit it off the rip. But you said that you be asking in a different way to get the answers out.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
make it seem like I don't tell them my past issues. That's one thing I don't do. I don't tell my new nigga my past issues because now they're gonna figure out a way to not do it. But I'll make it seem like, well, yeah, I do beat on niggas, and some of these niggas do be fighting back, and that's what make me like them even more. And they'll be like, oh yeah, well I do this, and me and my ex, me and her went through this and that, and I used to do this and that, and that'll make me know like, oh yeah, see, you're not the one that I need. You fight bitches. Like I can't never
I would have hung up the phone when you got done saying that shit.
but that's you though. That's you. Now, I'm not saying I really beat on
That's
niggas.
some
I'm not
clever
saying
shit,
that.
though.
That
The
I'm not really
immediate,
beating on niggas.
I,
I just want you to
you
get
wouldn't have got a
comfortable in our
chance to,
conversation.
but you would have never got a chance to clarify that, and you would have missed out on a decent nigga. Because any decent nigga should run the moment you say I fight niggas.
Listen. That's you. Most of the niggas that I talk to, they either beat women. Not saying that, but when I had those conversations and I asked them, some of them like that's just you. You might run off the first time I ask you that. Most niggas they're gonna indulge the conversation and they know some people are too prideful, want it be, let it be on they macho man type shit. So that's just you. Not like you. So yeah.
I got an answer for that because for me, it's really not that complicated. Like it's only as complicated as you make it. So if someone putting hands on someone else in their previous relationship is a problem for you, a red flag for you, because it is a problem for people, then by all means, that might be where you need to check out. But like, if someone tells me, like, I've dated women that told me that before, that were like, yo, I had to put hands on a couple of my ex boy, blah, blah, blah. I be fighting niggas and shit like that, and I'll just address it right out the gate because I'm just like, everybody's gonna move differently. So my response to that is this: I don't be putting hands on females. I don't put hands on people that are significant others to me. So I'm like, if I'm really fucking with you to the point where we're in a relationship, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. So you're not gonna put your hands on me. And the moment that you do try to put your hands on me, it's over. So just understand that. You can fight whoever you want, but you're not gonna fight me, because if you are gonna fight me, we're not gonna be together. I'm not gonna hit you or any of that shit. That's just it ends. So just let that be known. And then and I would never even say it like that. I would honestly probably just joke around about like, you're not gonna put your hands on me, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Plus,
see, the thing is, let me clarify.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I kind of know how to move. I got hands. So I'm like, you gotta be a fucking cold ass bitch to be able to beat my ass. I'm gonna be.
Let me clarify something. I do not put my hands on men. I just say certain things to get a certain answer, just so they can feel comfortable enough to be themselves. But not saying that I put my hands on men because I've dealt with situations where a man put their hands on me, and that's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling at all. At the end, I don't give a fuck what bitch feel like She-Hulk. You're not. A man gonna always have the upper hand, and I'm just not gonna put my. I don't give a fuck what situation it is. I don't give a fuck if you're cheating. I'm not gonna damage your property. I'm not gonna bust out your windows. I'm not gonna bleach your clothes. I would rather leave you because I don't like being in that predicament.
Or you can do like all all the Medea movies and then get the strap. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of.
See, I'm scared of guns. I'm not taking your life either. I'm not taking your life.
Like I'll say, from my point of view, because I've been in a situation where I put my hands on my significant other, and I know that's not okay. I can, I'm a woman. I can take accountability for my actions. And that situation, it took for that situation. It took for that situation to happen for me to be like, if I'm ever put into a position to where I have to come out of my character like that again, if I even get the urge to feel like I need to put my hands on you, I am leaving. Like, there's no reason for me to try to stick around and talk anything out, because if I got to that point where I want to put my hands on you, I'm leaving. But that last relationship, it was just so toxic that it just got there. But like I said, I'm not proud of it, but
You
You
learn
know,
from it. You grew from it.
yeah, like
Yep.
Yeah, just to make sure that this conversation doesn't go in circles. 100% agree with what everybody was saying. I think Luz was just pointing out that if you use that kind of like maybe find another way of figuring out niggas beat their significant other, because if you ask that, you might miss out on a dude that's like he genuinely liked you, but because you are testing him, you failed his test. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to test him to see, okay, well, do you hit women? And you went going about it in that specific way of like, yeah, I beat niggas, blah blah. And when you really don't, to him, he's just like, oh, already, I don't even want to fuck with that. Like,
But see, the thing
I
is,
w-
that's him.
yeah,
Like I always let it be known. Well, I was just kidding about this, but that was just an example. I can't really pinpoint my
yeah,
exact
yeah,
way
yeah,
of how I
100%,
did
yeah.
it. But like I said, most of them still entertain my conversation, and the ones that do hit women, they have never spoken to me again.
Yeah.
And the one who be like, well, I don't hit women, and I don't really like women that hits on me, will be like, well, I'm just kidding because I just want to hear your answer.
Okay.
I just want to hear what you was gonna say.
All right, no,
So
more
if
context.
I miss out on my blessing and he just hang up, you're gonna be missing out on your blessing as well because niggas just trying to see where your head's at.
Facts.
How you doing?
I don't play.
no, I
I
want to
wouldn't play.
say
I'm just kidding anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm
either
just kidding. Just don't, that don't even fly with me.
yeah, either way, it's just finding a way. Or you don't want to be, especially as a woman, you don't want to be 100% direct with certain things because that might put you in some more trouble that you don't need to be in. So, you know, that's that. I feel like that's like women riz. That's a way to kind of riz a guy up when you're. I don't want to say
Well,
manipulative.
it got me a
but-
long way, so it ain't give me no bad vibes. It ain't put me in a bad situation. I need to know everything, anything that I need to know about that person. I got it. By the way, I've been moving. So hey, to each his own.
Facts. You know, are we done with this conversation? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of done with this. I don't like talking about this specific.
Yeah, I am
too.
We moving on.
What y'all guys feel about being a staying home dad or like staying home boyfriend? Would y'all feel like
That's the American
less than of
dream.
a man?
It's not for me, but
Well,
to each their own. It's
I
not.
wouldn't
It's
know
not
how
for
to
me,
feel,
but to
honestly.
each their own.
Yeah,
Wait,
to
one
each
at a
their own on
time. What
that one.
happened?
I said
I want
it's
to hear
not
y'all
for.
views.
Well, I'm not going to judge somebody else for living their life the way they want to, but to each their own. Like, I don't know their circumstances, and like their viewpoints are going to be different from mine because we grew up different. I'm not going to judge them because of it, because they can still be a good person. And maybe that's what's best for them and their family. I personally can't do it, but I'm not going to judge somebody for doing it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Next person.
It comes down to
Next
what
guy.
happens. Like, it could be.
Well, I
It
want to
could
know
play
what
out
you
like
do
that.
it.
Hold on.
Yeah, I want to know if y'all would do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying in general. I'm saying I'm
Okay.
speaking on you guys' y'all's perspective.
Make my answer more specific then. I would absolutely love that because I'll say it like this, not to be like no dirtbag or any of that stuff like that. Like, I have no problem providing for my significant other, but just if circumstances played out to where she had that powerful of a job, you know what I'm saying? That if she was that successful in whatever career she had, that's nothing but a benefit to our whole family and all that stuff. If she could pay on and doing all that stuff or whatever, and I have to take care of the kids at home or whatever, that's once again like Josh was just saying, that's just kind of how we worked it out as a family. And where I would say I would love that is because I would love to be the one that's at home having all the fun instead of at work.
It's not.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
Like,
let's not say it's fun. To some people, it's
Whoa,
not
y'all
fun.
think at home taking care of shit is fun? That's crazy
Look,
word.
look, I've raised two of my nephews and my niece. Yes,
It will be ran.
fun.
It will be ran like a military operation. Get
That
y'all
shit
asses
gets
up, bro.
boring. You ain't gonna have no money
So
for
you were like
yourself. You gotta
changing
be up under
diapers
her.
and making milk and stuff? Like you were
Yeah,
doing all
all
of
It's
it,
of
not.
like
that.
you're changing diapers,
All
milk?
of
One
that
at a time.
for
One at a
all
time. One
three
at a
of them
time.
at
One
the
at a time.
same
One at a
time.
time. Go ahead, Bigor.
All of that for all three of them at the same time.
You must just like kids, because I hate changing diapers, and I'm a woman. I
I
hate
don't.
that shit.
I don't like that. I'm just like stuff like that is. I would much rather do that then be like, oh, I gotta file all these documents or blah 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 and do all this extra paperwork. Oh, I gotta have this shit done by Thursday. Oh man, we're understaffed because this, that, and the third. Oh man, my boss is treating me like shit and blah. I'm gonna have to work a double today. Blah blah blah. Over like, hey, what do y'all want to watch? Coco Melon, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, this is what I'm thinking. We're
And
getting spaghetti on
I'm gonna add to
deck.
it's not about
like
it's not about whether or not which
going
one
on
is harder, because that is very subjective. Some people find like love in taking care of kids, and some people love working. The answer or the question was, would we do it? Now Vakora has answered. I'm gonna answer now, and that's his reasoning. He would love to do it. Me personally is I think I'm not gonna speak for the men in here. I'm gonna just speak for myself. I have a similar answer to I have a similar answer to Vakora, but it's only circumstantial. If that's where we're at in my life, I break my leg and I cannot work right now, and you need to hold down the fort while and I need to hold down the fort while you're working. Yes, but am I going to be comfortable with it? No. So it's like, yes, I would do it, but that's not the optimal way that I would want to live my life. If it so happened, then yes, I'm not going to sit here and fight it. If I meet my life partner and she's with it and she's like, hey, you just chill out, draw and teach the kids, I'm doing it. But if I had a choice and if I had, if I'm working hard and everything goes according to plan, then it's going to be my wife at home, right? If she doesn't want to do that and we're both, it's just whatever works for us. So, but yes, I would do it. That's how I'm going to answer that.
In a heartbeat.
Not in a heartbeat for me. Guru, go ahead.
Oh shit, me. Okay. I guess for me, it also has to come down to the circumstances. Like if I had to do it, then for sure I'll do it. I'll get it done, no problem. Like I've done that kind of stuff before. Raised my brother and sister. I raised my nieces and nephews and so on and so forth. So yeah, it'd be no problem. So yeah, I'll do it. I wouldn't feel good about it, but I'll do it.
Lelouch, you're the last dude here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, till them niggas get old enough so they can go to school by themselves, and you pick you up a little side job and you make a little money on the side.
See? Yeah.
Man, they hustle.
And who's to say you can't work from home?
That's it.
Come
Me
on,
personally,
You can work from
no,
home.
I'm not saying if working from home is still got a job. What I mean is your woman is solely providing for you. That's what I mean.
Oh, I don't need another dollar. Oh, then I'm spending all day with them niggas. Bump y'all there. PTA president, nigga, fuck it. I'm at the school.
Facts.
Me personally,
They calls my nigga.
me personally, I cannot be a stay-at-home girlfriend or wife. Yeah, it sounds good, but that life is fucking boring. Who don't wants to have money for themselves? You gotta keep on waiting for your partner to give you money and wait for you to go do this and that. Nah, that's boring as hell. I'm
Do you
sorry.
not know what a video game is? Fuck
I'm
that
like,
shit.
man, straight up babysitting other people's kids and shit. Oh yeah, I got kids. I bring your kids over here. Yeah, I got that.
I don't love kids that
Easy.
much for me to stay be at home,
Nah,
be
fuck
with
that. I'm
their
not
ass
having
all
other people's
fucking
kids
day.
over. I'm just chilling.
Other people's kids is a whole different conversation, but mine is mine.
Go ahead, Piper.
Interesting that I've never thought that men thought raising kids was easy. Like I've seen my mom raise so many people's kids, and that's not an easy job. So like we all just like having fun. It's not fun all the time. Kids have temper tantrums. They start screaming. They start breaking stuff. It gets a lot on a woman's mental. So I don't know why. I never knew men thought it was simple. Like,
And things gravitate to men.
Nobody
said it was easy.
I never said that. Until your father come around the corner or your mother start whooping your ass, what you talking about? Like it was over with.
For real.
There was no
We know it.
I would just say that you guys are.
That doesn't mean it's not fun. That's what I was trying to like. Let me clarify. That was the point of why I would do it. It's because of the fun that I would have in that over the fun that I would have working a job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it has nothing to do with how easy the job is, because it's not an easy job.
Or how simple. And
it's something that I would prefer to do.
A lot of people forget. We used to be kids. We know exactly how it was.
You don't remember when you was a newborn. Newborn
No,
is
of course
some
not. But
ages
I can
could be
remember
fine.
back
Are you
when I was
talking
like,
about? Are you talking about
Ages,
babies? What ages are
some
you
We're talking
talking
ages.
about?
about. It
Listen,
doesn't
yeah, because
matter. It
you
some
doesn't
said
matter.
that.
ages
It's just
are.
it's a
It doesn't
generalized question.
matter what age. Yeah, it doesn't matter what age. They could be 1 or 2. They could be 6 or 7. They could be 13, 14. If they're kids, they're kids. You know what I'm saying?
But
And you should know everything that's gonna come with that. You should know that there's going to be times when the kids are going to be sick. You should know that there's going to be times when kids are going to throw those temper tantrums and while there are times where kids are going to get hurt and injured and might have to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that it's can't be handled. You know what I'm saying? I never said it was easy. So you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry if that triggers you, but that I didn't say that in my response. So I just want to
I was
clarify.
never triggered. I just said I didn't know. But my next question was that y'all were saying like it doesn't matter the age. I think it definitely does. I think like the terrible twos is way harder to take care of than a kid that's like 14.
you know, like the numbers.
I would
Right.
disagree because a kid that's 14 can be around a lot of bad influences, and that can be we could be talking about murder, we could be talking about drugs, we could be talking about kidnapping, we could be talking about gangs, we could be talking about like abductions and stuff like that. When kids are in their teenage phases, it's very important to like monitor some of the things that they're doing. Maybe not everything because you don't want to be an overbearing parent that just shelters your child their entire life, but there's a lot of things that they can be exposed to as a young teenager, 13, 14, than terrible twos. Terrible twos, yes, there's a lot of things that are going to come with it, but I feel like there are far more dangerous, more things that you have to anticipate with a teenager. Personally,
I mean, I feel like that's a very broad range to put 14-year-olds that far, like on the spectrum. But when I'm talking about taking care of a kid, like a 14-year-old can make their own food. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
that aspect. Like you have to literally change a 2-year-old, bathe a 2-year-old. You don't have to bathe a
I
14-year-old.
don't
Now we're getting
see
to like
another
society. I'm talking about in your
901.
in home is what
906,
I was more so
906.
referring to.
And I'm gonna kind of say a little piece about both. I think that yes, there is when it comes to like nurturing, there's a little bit less you have
I
to
don't see
do with a
another 906 either.
with a 14-year-old because they're older and there's certain responsibilities like taking a shower and all those things that they can do for themselves. God forbid that they don't have any like disabilities. And when you're younger with a 2-year-old, yes, you have more responsibility, but as a man, it is easier to protect a 2-year-old than it is a 14-year-old who can think for themselves. So in the context of being a man taking care of a child, it's easier. Oh, I just got to feed them, shower them, and bathe them. Okay, cool. There's not that when it comes to men, you gotta think we're logical. So it's just like to me, how I'm thinking about it, I was like, all right, I just gotta wash his ass, fucking feed him, and then if he starts crying, pat his back, and there's not that much emotional tie to it. Where I feel like, whereas in a woman, once the baby starts crying, they might feel a certain type of way. They might take it more personally than a man would. Right? That's where I'm like, where I think the disconnect is happening.
A big difference for me, because here's my whole thing. It's not that I disagree with. I believe that both are hard. I'm not even trying to downplay the terrible twos. I just feel like, in my personal opinion, there's a little bit more to address with teenagers. But to play into my point is this: with as a man, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna look at the 2-year-old and I'm gonna have to monitor this child and, like you said, provide care. You know what I'm saying. Watch over them. If anything's wrong, I'm there to fix that. But there are things that are just completely out of your control with the teenage phase, where it's like I send my kid off to school, and now I have no power, no authority of anything that happens at that school. You know what I'm saying? My kid could be attacked and beaten up, gang violence, blah blah blah. I have no power there because that's out of my jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there at the school with it. So you just there are things that you just can't even do for your teenager in certain senses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, it's much more harder in my opinion, and that's the only thing I want to harp on, just because of how many possibilities there are.
Yeah.
But not to downplay anything about a child, because that's a huge responsibility. There's a lot that comes with that. So I'm just like, I'm definitely not trying to downplay it, but I just feel like there's more to address with teenagers.
Yeah, I think that they're just two
I
different type
respect
of
that.
danger. Two different type of dangers. Like with a teenager, it's it's to each his own type shit. So I think that's where at least with me, that's all I gotta say. I agree with both.
Yeah. Well then, I don't even know what the topic was, but are we still on that? Whose turn is it?
The topic was if men felt okay like being stay-at-home dads.
Yeah. That was the topic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the topic.
Yeah, then I
I feel
popped
it.
off with a rebuttal from what you said, and that's how we got down this rabbit hole.
Nah, I like the rebuttal because I like being kept on my toes. You gotta be alert. You know what I'm saying? She caught me up. Well, did everybody answer? Yeah, Guru and Luke, you were the last two to go. I did want to flip the question on the females, but to be real, y'all kind of already covered that. So I guess with that, we can move on to the next one.
Oh wait, did I say
cool,
no?
man.
I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. Did
Yeah, I don't
say
think we
that?
got Piper's answer.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to
I'm
be a
sorry.
stay-at-home mom.
Bet.
Let me
Not
go ahead
right.
and pop it up. I'd rather go to work.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
I hear you on that.
100%. 100%.
All work and no play. All right, next question. Oh snap, wrong thing. Next question is. Oh, and you know what? I kind of like this one. This will be the last question because we're gonna wrap it up after this. But the question is, what do you think killed the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Captain Marvel.
Damn.
Straight like that.
I agree 100%. I think that damn, I'm about to get some heat for this.
How the hell that's gonna be the last question? I don't even know this topic.
I was like, yeah, this kind of.
Wait, didn't Disney take it over? I
Yeah.
thought it went downhill when Disney got the rights or something like that. Or am I
We're here now.
confusing two different franchises?
Nah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it went downhill from when Disney got their hands on it. That's just my opinion.
I think that they started catering to a demographic that didn't buy their that didn't watch their movies anyway.
100%.
Exactly.
But hold on, it did get them to start watching it. It did. Them catering to
Okay,
them. But
that's true. That's true.
But it didn't, like, they weren't like super loyal, right? And the quality
Yeah, it
of their
wasn't
movies,
enough.
yeah, it was fake. It was like they're pandering.
Yeah.
The pandering killed Marvel. That's in my opinion. The pandering, whenever the heavy pandering started, that's when let me just double down. Not even double down. It died when T'Challa died. I'm just gonna say that. That's when it died.
There was big plans for T'Challa within the Marvel universe as a whole. Like he's involved in
That
so
was
many
my
different things
answer.
beyond Wakanda.
That was my
Like Black
answer.
Panther's a big character. Yeah, he a big piece of the world.
Yeah, and that's like it kind of all coincides because when he died is when they're like, "Hey, we're gonna make Shuri the Black Panther." I'm just like, look, I'm not trying to hate. Look, I don't want to hate on Shuri being Black Panther because in the comics she does become the Black Panther. What I'm upset about is that they did not recast T'Challa. That was whack to me.
They should have just recast him.
They should have
I agree.
recasted him. They should have.
Bruh,
I
right?
agree.
I heard they did. I heard.
I'm not.
They
I'm
already.
at that point. I would have taken it. Like they recasted what's his
It is
name
what it
extremely
is.
quick.
The nigga-
Terrence Howard extremely quick. You could have done the same thing, and I would have accepted it. I would have accepted T'Challa getting recasted. I think he would even want T'Challa to be recasted because we needed Black Panther. 100%.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
the man died, bro. It's cool. They recast it.
Yeah.
Nobody
I
think
agree.
he ran off or nothing. Like, no disrespect behind it. We pay our respects to the man and everything. We can have a whole piece of the movie about him, bro. Then we had to give you plastic surgery, Your Highness. to keep you safe. We can make it
Hey,
Facts.
hey,
That
this
could have
man,
worked for
hey.
real.
Yeah,
Genius.
Marvel
Wait,
needs
that
to
was
hire
fire,
you.
though. That was fire.
But it could have easily been done. Is the problem. But now I gotta sit here and have arguments with niggas every day about Black Panther 2 and letting a nigga get away with killing your mama.
Crazy
For
work.
real.
Crazy.
God.
Real.
First of all, I'm crashing out, bro. That nigga dying. He came to Wakanda and drowned my mama, the queen.
Bruh.
Man, I'm mad that they're killing off all the black characters. They killed off Michael B. Jordan. Chadwick
Michael
Boseman
B.
was
Jordan
died in
needed to
real life.
die, and Killmonger needed to die. You know he needed to die.
Yeah, he need to get out of there.
Now, was he wrong? No. But he need to die, yes. You left us all, the rest of us niggas in California. You don't give a damn about us.
Yeah, he was spitting facts though. And most of the villains
There's
in
more
the
niggas.
franchise were kind of right. I'm not gonna lie. Thanos was kind of right. Just saying.
Man, the villain's always right. The villain be having a point, and niggas just don't want to see it. They don't want to address the truth.
Ultron
my
spent
truth.
2 minutes on the
It's
internet and
my
said humans gotta go.
Facts. He spent 2 minutes, probably less, bro.
Probably, bro. That nigga hit Reddit and say, "Oh, these niggas gotta go."
Ultron was right. Thanos was
Ultron was
right.
right.
And what's his name was right too.
Loki was
Before
tripping.
that.
That's on everything I love. Loki be tripping.
Kang the Conqueror was right, and they got rid of his ass too.
That's crazy.
I actually hate Kang the character. Besides the whole bodega shit, like he cool with me, whatever. I ain't worried about that nigga. I actually don't even like Kang the character.
Yeah,
I think he's lame.
Yeah.
I think he's lame, bro.
Oh, his acting though.
Yeah. Yeah, the acting was beautiful. I have no problem with that. He sold the part. I don't like the part itself.
That stutter that he had on the Loki series was crazy.
He's beautiful in the Loki series, bro. Just him being a whole archer villain now, bro. I'm tired of seeing him already.
He was everywhere.
He was a
He had
super
hella
B
good-
tier villain. Like even in the comic books, like even though like they try to hype him up like he was like one of the like he was kind of lame, honestly. And yeah, he was lame. But the dude played he played a good bad guy, whatever his name is. Forgot his name.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful bad guy. I ain't mad at that. It's just Kang is the nigga who knows all, sees all, because he's been through the timeline. He's prevented his other selves from fucking himself up, and there's the council of him. And it's just it's annoying.
I hate time travel. That's what I wanted. I hate time travel. Fuck that whole genre. It is annoying and it never makes any sense.
I used to be mad at Dragon Ball for not rectifying the future after Trunks saved it. But I realized as I get older, that's the best way to do it and tell a consistent story.
I'll just leave it the way it is.
Yeah, just leave whatever happened in my future the way it is. It's a separate world now.
Facts.
But I altered y'all past so y'all have y'all world.
That's my
That's
favorite
just the simplest way to tell that shit. You said that's your favorite character? You one of them niggas? Future Trunks fan?
Yeah.
Trunks was fire, bro.
Basic
I don't like the other
That nigga was
Trunks.
fire as fuck, bro.
I don't like the other Trunks.
Generate
I
to
like
a DBZ.
It's the jacket.
You know it's the jacket.
Capsule Court jean jacket.
It's the jacket
Yeah,
and
power
the
le-
hair and the boot and the sword.
He said power level fantastic. Capsule Court jacket.
Bro. Picked up a supernova with one hand and walked up with it, bro. Styled on that nigga that day.
Go.
See, this conversation on we don't got on Future Trunks now. We can't do this, bro.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
supposed to be talking
it's
about
time to wrap it up. Go ahead, Corin.
Yep, we're gonna wrap it up here. This is episode 2, right?
Episode 2.
Episode 2 of the Casual Crew podcast. I am HBK4. And I'm gonna let my peoples introduce themselves on the
This
way
nigga's
out, so you
straight
can find out where to
lunchboxing right
find them.
now. You already know who it is. It's they probably don't. It's Mukamara Sama, aka the Tusha Pak. You can find me on all social media on as Mukamara at Mukamara. It is MOOKAMARA _SAMA. You know, be on the lookout for some of my art, music. You know, we doing the damn thing. Definitely check out the Discord. It's going to be in the link soon. Once we start doing clips, you guys will be able to access the Discord in the link. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Carolina King.
It's Carolina King, aka Just Josh. You can only catch me on here.
So make sure you join that Discord. Go ahead, Guru.
What's good, y'all? It's Guru the God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to report. You know, data's still pending. You can only catch me on here on Discord. So, you know, get at your boy if you need anything. Got any questions? Other than that, remember the Sage. Stay up and be blessed.
And I'm Jessica the coolest. Peace, y'all.
Hey.
I'm weak.
Keep that in. Keep that in.
I'm playing. But
Nah, keep that
my
in.
name
We gotta
Naya.
keep it.
Go ahead, Naya.
My name Naya. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, 23_islands.
Sir. Lord A.
It's
Lex.
your girl, Big Motherfucking Lex. You already know what's up. You can find me on all platforms at Big Lex. And don't forget to join the motherfucking Meadows, where it's always a great time. We always vibing. Come through.
Period.
And that is a wrap, y'all. Thank you for turning into the Casual Crew podcast. All right, guys, we can say racist shit.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm just